Hello, once again, Team Findlay. I'm DJ Allen with Findlay Rising Leaders. Welcome to the Findlay Five. I'm excited for the conversation today. For first time on the Findlay Five is Justin Findlay. Justin, how's your summer been?
Oh man, it's been great, DJ. Thanks for having us or having me, and I'm glad to be here.
Well, you know what? You think about the company, the organization. 36 dealerships now. We added a couple up in Washington earlier this year in 6 states. But the philosophy of leadership of Findlay is to really give a lot of autonomy to the
Yes.
leaders of all the dealerships and to the dealerships themselves. Why is that important to you?
You know, I thought about this. Really, I think we see these dealerships as very unique. You know, our business is very unique. Every manufacturer is different. Every city's got some nuances and differences depending on which side of town you're on. And so for us, you know, we had so much success early on, just as unique dealerships, and we feel like we should continue that. You know, we believe in picking the best leaders and allowing them to have the autonomy and, understand their manufacturer, understand the community they're in, and figure out how to best be effective. And it's really worked well for us. You know, it's kind of the opposite of some of the bigger public companies that we compete with. You know, they try to have a cookie cutter type of plan, and it just doesn't work in every place, in every city. And we've had a lot more successes than struggles with this model, so that's why we're continuing.
We work with so many of the different dealerships, and you see that with that comes responsibility, but also an increased amount of ownership.
Yeah.
To make sure that each dealership is taking ownership of their success.
Yeah, no doubt. And hey, when it's your plan, it's a lot easier to, just buy in fully and, make it work and not have excuses. Well, it's not working because I was told to do this and I would do it differently. I mean, it kind of takes that out of the equation. So we really feel like this is the best way to do it in our dealership world that we're in.
And you, Robbie, you have the history of being in the dealerships. What was your first job in the industry, and what positions have you held since?
Yeah, so we talked a little bit about this at Spokane when we were up there. My first job coming out of college with the dealership, with the family business, was we had a Toyota dealership in Kingman that we don't have anymore. And, we really got that dealership to try to get Findlay Toyota in Henderson. And, sales were great. Everything was really good. CSI was a little bit low, and we needed to get that up in order to really be considered. And so that was kind of my first mission. Hey, get down to Kingman and help Troy Nolte, was running the store at that time, help Troy get the CSI up so that we can, we can really be considered for this store in Henderson that is going to be an open point. And so, I was delivering cookies. I was, talking to customers, and really it was a great experience, really, because you kind of put the customers first. And that was my reason to be there, was just to make customers happy. And it was really probably a good foundation for me to start with, because really that's what it's about, right? It's about the customers. That's what we're here for, take care of customers. And so from there, I went to sales. I sold cars. From sales, I went to parts. I was a parts manager for a little while. I went through an NCM course that kind of talks about all the dealership departments. And from there, I went to finance, sales manager, general manager. And, I've been in this current position for a while now. So that's my path.
All right. Now, you mentioned Spokane. We were up there in May with Robbie. We did that Findlay feeling, some training, and we did Q&As. Now, those who have been around our Q&As, whether it's in Rising Leaders or working at the dealerships, they know we like to ask some random questions at the end.
Yes.
And when we were up there in May, one of the questions I ask a lot is, tell us 3 of your favorite movies.
Yeah.
You had seen a sneak preview. This was right before Memorial Day.
Yeah.
Top Gun Maverick. You were the first person I knew who saw it.
Yeah, I was still under the ether at that point.
Good. And so you actually mentioned that. You said, I think I'm going to say this is one of my top 3, and we're like, you do that. And everything that's been talked about since has been so in line with what you talked about it. How good was Top Gun Maverick?
I thought it was awesome. I loved it. It was one of those ones where you hoped it was going to be good because the first one was so good, and it's been such a long time, and there's so many sequels that are flops. And this one was really, it was great. And I still feel, top three. I mean, I know that's saying a lot, but I still feel like it just gave me a great experience and I really enjoyed it. Coming off of COVID and really not being in the theaters much had probably something to do with it. But yeah, no, that was an awesome experience. So I'll stand by that still to this day.
I think the biggest thing for me was that was the first feedback I had heard, and I had
Yeah,
no
that's setting the
expectation,
bar kind of high.
and it lived up to it. I saw that.
That's great.
So good for you. So
I was hoping I didn't ruin it for you.
hey, if this auto dealership thing doesn't work out, I think you have something. You have some skills.
Hey, my wife would probably second that because I love watching movies.
All right. Final question for you. What's something happening with Team Findlay right now that makes you smile?
I know Robbie and Tyler mentioned people. I want to mention just something in the group that's happening that's not people, but, with a certain area. And that's in Coeur d'Alene and Spokane, where we've just added 3 dealerships, Toyota, Lexus, and our Jeep only store. And, just really excited about that area and the growth we have going on there and how nice this transition has gone. And also that we have our general managers, our leadership team is meeting there. For the first time, it will be, for them seeing, what we talk about all the time, which is this, Lake Coeur d'Alene that we hang out at in the summer, and Black Rock, our golf course, and these stores that are great stores. So to get everyone out of Vegas, we usually hold these meetings in Vegas, and they're great. But you're kind of in the grind mode, and you're in the South Point or Sunset Station, and just to get everyone out of Vegas and to kind of experience what we experience up there in North Idaho and Washington, it's just exciting for me. So that makes me smile right now.
Well, Justin, appreciate you taking the time to join us on the Findlay 5.
Thank
and
you.
to all of Team Findlay, thank you for what you are doing. Continue. Let's finish the summer strong,
Yes.
and we'll see you next time. Remember, go Findlay.
All right. Thank you, DJ.